Howdy everyone! So this video we're going to be solving simultaneous equations by elimination, but we won't have the same number of our coefficient of any. So all we need to do is a first step, and this is to get our coefficients the same. So you notice in all of our examples here, so our first one's 7x and x, 2y, 3y, none of them are the same. So we need to get one of these the same so they can be solved using elimination. So to get this the same, we just need to multiply a whole equation by a constant. Okay, so for this first one, I'm going to multiply the second equation by 7. Okay, and you'll see there that will get 7x plus 2y is equal to 12, and then on the bottom it will get the 7x that we need. Okay, so then we'll have 7x on the top, 7x in the next one. Alright, so we'll do that. So I'm going to do equation 2 by 7, and this is going to make 7x minus 21y is equal to 35. I'm just going to call that equation 3. Okay, now we've got 7x's there, so I'm going to get equation 3 and minus equation 1 from it to cancel out our 7x's. So here this leaves, and I'm going to write equation 3 first, 7x minus 21y, and we're going to be minusing all of our equation 1, which is 7x plus 2y, and this is going to equal 35 minus 12. Okay, so just going to expand out this bracket here. 7x minus 21y is equal minus 7x minus 2y is equal to 35 minus 12, which is 23. Okay, so now we need to collect like terms. Our 2y, our 7x and minus 7x are going to cancel out. So we are going to be left with our minus, that's 21y, I wrote 2y. So minus 21y minus 2y, which is minus 23y, is equal to 23. Okay, so y, we need to divide by or multiply by negative 1, is equal, I'm a step ahead. We'll just do it all in one step. So we need to divide by negative 23, divide by negative 23. 23 divided by negative 23 is negative 1. Okay, so y is equal to negative 1. So with this, we just need to substitute this back into any of our equations that we already have. Okay, I'm going to substitute it back into equation 2 before we changed it. Okay, because x is by itself there. So they're normally easier to work it out and will take less steps. So I'm going to sub y is equal to negative 1, and I'm going to substitute that back into equation 2. Okay, so with this we're going to have x minus 3 times negative 1 is equal to 5, so x, and it's going to be minus negative 3 is equal to 5. So these two together make a positive, so we need a minus 3 to both sides, so x is equal to, just need to scroll down a bit, going to have to minus 3 to both sides, sorry I didn't do that, x is equal to 2. Okay, so now just going to write a statement, therefore y is equal to negative 1 and x is equal to 2. And there are our solutions for that first one. Okay. Now, part B. You'll notice here that we don't have any coefficients that can easily multiply into the other. So we're actually going to have to multiply both equations here. Okay. So a good one here for our first one, I'm going to multiply this one by 3 and the second one by 2, and this is so we can get our y coefficients the same, okay? Because 2 times 3 is 6 and 3 times 2 is 6, so that will give us our y coefficients the same, so then we can eliminate them, okay? So I'm just going to call this one equation 3, this one equation 4. So equation 3, this is going to be 9x plus 6y is equal to 15. So make sure you do every term by that 3. And equation 4, this is going to be, everything's multiplied 2, so 5x times 2 is 10x, minus 6y is equal to 42. Okay? So this is how we got our equations 3 and 4, by multiplying all the terms in those equations by those numbers. Alright, now what we need to do is we need to figure out 6y and minus 6y, positive 6y, minus 6y. So we are going to have to plus these equations together. Okay, so we're just going to do 3 plus 4. So 9x plus 6y plus 10x minus 6y is equal to 15 plus 42. So we're going to collect like terms. Our 6y's cancel out. So we're left with 19x is equal to 57. Okay. And if you don't know this, you might need to get out your calculators, but we need to divide it by 19. Normally the numbers are very easy to go into when they're being generous. Okay, it doesn't always have to be, but this here is equal to 3. Okay. Now we have an equation for this. X is equal to 3. And we can substitute this into either one of our first two equations. I'm going to sub it back into our first one. Okay, so it's going to be 3 times 3, okay, plus 2y is equal to 5. So that's 9 plus 2y is equal to 5. This 9's the easiest to get rid of first, so we're going to have to minus 9 from both sides. Sorry, that looks like a divide sign. That's supposed to be a minus. Okay, so 2y is equal to negative 4. Then we need to divide by 2. So y is going to equal negative 2. So therefore, x is equal to 3 and y is equal to negative 2. And that's how you do that. So just remember that when you are eliminating, you need to get any of the coefficients the same number so you can eliminate. This might be, just like in our first example, by multiplying one equation, or you might need to multiply both equations by different numbers to do this. Okay, so these are the two ways that you can do this. So good luck with solving simultaneous equations by elimination.